Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. On the return, here's Dre Archer, and he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. This is Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fresh set of downs here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues. All right, so first down, 5 yards to go. Play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Their dangerous wide receiver, 53 yards. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Isolate Jeffrey to the left side. On first down, Wentz. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And, of course, the defense is going to accept this penalty. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Wentz now on first down. And Matthews has it right side. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a second down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Let's meet the starters on the defensive side of the football for Arizona.
And let's talk about Robert Kimdichie, their first-round pick out of Mississippi. I still remember him coming out of high school. An absolute terror, maybe the best high school prospect in the nation. People look to see if his motor is going to run high all the time, because when it does, he is something else.
A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. and they got it done.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
An extra DB added here for the Cards on 3rd.
Blitzer play coverage.
Smith will come in motion right. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And able to complete it to Green Beckham. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
No matter how you evaluate quarterbacks, at some point arm strength is going to come into the conversation. I'm really impressed by what I saw on that throw on the out route.
Left side, caught by Matthews. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Flushed out right. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. From the red zone now, Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Ryan Matthews taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And his kick is good. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, and that brings up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage?
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Shift together here from the D-line. On second down, Johnson. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. And this offense on your screen, one of the guys who knows how to win football games, Larry Fitzgerald.
Plenty of athleticism, but plays the game with incredible intelligence. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward to get the first down.
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jermaine Gresham, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And his kick is right through. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Taking it right down Broadway. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And he's got it up and through. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Ertz has it left side. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. We got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out and out come the Eagles. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, here's Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Throwing now is Wentz. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
After the penalty, the offense now dealing with a 3rd and 19. So with this far to go, maybe they try something safe underneath. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. From the left hash, this from 34.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Brown, the lone receiver, left. And the big tight end shifting around. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Arizona. 57 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Johnson on the counter. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point try now for Dawson. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Here's Smallwood as they begin on the ground. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run. That
catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. 3rd down now following the completed pass.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield. On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Time to step aside. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Wentz out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. To throw is Kaepernick. He gets it left side to Johnson. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You know the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. A first down carry here for Johnson. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Steps away to his left. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Into the red zone now. Kaepernick. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the...
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On second down, here's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 10 yards still left on second down. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Now Wentz. Smith catches left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On play action, it's Wentz. He's got time in the pocket, eluding the pressure right. It's caught at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down.
David Johnson on his way. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, his second touchdown of the night. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Once again here on 2nd and 10. It's caught on the right side at Smith. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Matthews, the receiver, goes in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down. Wentz buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll...